WFIW.com.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast. Partly cloudy today, high 70. 50% chance for rain tonight, low 54. Rain likely 60 tomorrow. The outlook for Sunday, mostly sunny, high 62. Sunny and 70 on Monday, and for Tuesday, showers likely with a high 65. Overnight low 47. Yesterday's high was 59. 1.3 inches of rainfall yesterday in Fairfield. Currently, humidity at 98%. Winds are calm. Pressure at 29.83. Partly cloudy skies, now 52 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. I want everybody to know that.
And then they may continue
After
if
that.
morale improves so that morale will stay up.
We might need to do that. So,
How's it going today?
actually, I'm much better today. I was not in a good mood yesterday, especially after all of the news broke.
Yeah, everything.
But I went to bed, and you wake up the next morning, and you have a good new perspective on
fresh
things.
new day.
This is how we're going to get through this.
I think I've found a person that has figured things out.
Please.
Yeah, I really don't understand why everybody isn't following the same rules right now. They're very clear, so let's take a minute and let's go over them again. First, you must not leave the house for any reason, unless of course you have a reason, and then you may leave the house. All stores are closed except those that are open, and all stores must close unless, of course, they need to stay open. This virus is deadly, but don't be afraid of it. It can only kill people who are vulnerable and also those who are not vulnerable. We should stay locked down until the virus stops infecting people. And it will only stop infecting people if enough of us get infected that we build immunity. So it is very important that we get infected and also do not get infected. You should not go to the doctor's office or the hospital unless you have to go there. Unless, of course, you are too sick to go there. This virus has no effect on children except for those children in which it affects. The virus remains active on different surfaces for 2 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours, but in most cases it's days and not hours, and it needs a damp environment or a cold environment that is warm and dry in the air, unless the air is plastic. Schools are closed, so you need to homeschool your children unless you can send them to school because you are not home. If you are at home, you can school your children using various portals and online classrooms unless you have poor internet, more than one child, only one computer, or you are working from home. Baking cakes can be considered math, science, or art. If you are home educating, you can include household chores within their education curriculum. And if you are home educating, you may start drinking at approximately 10 a.m. every day. If you are not home educating children, you may also start drinking at approximately 10 a.m. Masks are useless at protecting you against the virus, but you still need to wear one because it can save lives. And in some cases, it may even be mandatory, but also maybe not. You must not go to work, but you can get another job, at which point you may go to work. Stay home. I don't know how many more celebrities we need to have tell you how important it is to go outside and take care of your mental health. There is no shortage of groceries in the supermarket. There are simply many things missing. You don't need to go buy a bunch of toilet paper, but you should buy some in case you need it. If you are sick, you may go out once you are better, but those in your household, they cannot go out once you are better unless, of course, they need to go out. Animals are not affected by the virus, except for that cat that tested positive in Belgium in February, plus a couple tigers. The number of corona-related deaths will be announced daily, but we don't know how many people are infected because we were only testing those who are almost dead to determine if that's what they will die of. The people who die of corona who are not counted won't or will be counted, but maybe not. To help protect yourself during these times, you should be eating well and exercising, but exercising only eating what you have at home to avoid going to the stores unless you need toilet paper or a fence panel. It's important to get fresh air, but don't go to parks, but do go walk in other places. Just don't sit down unless you are old or pregnant. But if you do sit down, don't sit for too long. Unless you are old and you are pregnant, in which case you need to sit down. But if you do sit down, don't eat unless you've had a long walk, which you are allowed to do if you are old or pregnant, except for times in which you aren't. And finally, no businesses will go down due to coronavirus except those businesses that go down due to COVID-19. I hope this cleared up any questions about what we should and should not be doing during this time. Please educate your friends and family with this information so we can remove any and all confusion surrounding this time. Thank you.
That's clear as mud.
I'm crystal clear.
Perfectly clear.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could share that.
I'm glad we could clear that up.
Wow. I don't know how to follow that, quite honestly.
How about like this?
All right.
We've got 2 hours before we can start drinking, apparently.
10 o'clock.
Well, it's 10 o'clock somewhere.
You know what I really need? I need a good crystal high note.
It's coming. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hit it.
You know that voice will eradicate COVID-19 right there.
Unless it won't.
Unless it won't. It won't. Shirley MacLaine is 86 today. Oscar winner. She received the 40th AFI Life Achievement Award.
She's the resident nut in Hollywood, isn't she?
I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
Don't worry. She was
Queen
honored
of the nuts.
at the Kennedy Center in 2013. She was married to a businessman, a guy by the name of Steve Parker, from 1954 until their divorce in 1982, so for quite a while. Even though she says she had affairs with every leading man that she was ever in a movie with the exception of Jack Lemmon and Jack Nicholson. You see, it's easier than reading the list.
It's easier to say who she didn't sleep with.
Yeah.
And just say, you know, I didn't find Jack Lemmon or Jack Nicholson desirable,
Unless she did.
but she didn't.
Unless she did.
She's
She had one daughter.
a poker player, doesn't like a pair of jacks.
Well, she was married to this Steve Parker. She had a daughter by the name of Sashi. Okay?
Okay.
When Sashi was in her late 20s, Shirley MacLaine told her daughter that she believed her father, Steve, was not her real father, but really a clone of a real one, an astronaut named Paul. Are you following so far?
I am.
She also, Shirley MacLaine, has been getting into focus on not getting along with co-stars. She has had a long-term feud with Anthony Hopkins. They did A Change of Seasons together, the movie.
But after she had an affair with him.
Apparently, since she had affairs with everybody with the exception of Jack Nicholson and Jack Lemmon.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But this is what Anthony Hopkins said about her. Quote, "She was the most obnoxious actress I've ever worked with." End of quote. And Deborah Winger was with her in Terms of Endearment. They hate each other.
Okay.
MacLaine has claimed in a previous life, and by the way, she's had a number of out-of-body experiences. I didn't know if you knew that. You know, where she's looking down on herself. In a previous life in Atlantis, she said, she was the brother to a 35,000-year-old spirit named Ramtha.
Ramtha.
Ramtha. That was her.
That was her bud.
That was her brother. She was a brother. She was a man.
Oh, she was a man.
She was a man.
the brother to Ramtha.
And she was a brother to Ramtha. Okay. By the way, her real brother is Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
Yeah. Did you know that?
I'm confused now.
I'm glad. After that opening, you should be just crystal clear.
Well,
You know, when
I
you're
was
35
until then.
when you're 35,000 years old, how many candles do you put on your cake?
That's true.
That's a real bonfire.
Yeah.
Babs is 78 today. Barbara
Streisand.
In a career
Like
spanning
butter.
six decades, she's won just about everything. One of the best-selling recording artists of all time. She's sold a total of 150 million records worldwide. She had her first husband was Elliot Gould, the actor. Mm-hmm. They were married from 1963 to 1971. They had one child, Jason Gould. And then she dated between 69 and 70 Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Now, she also dated tennis champion Andre Agassi. who is 29 years her
Younger.
junior.
She's a cougar.
Yes, she is. But they didn't get married or anything.
No.
She just said they liked hanging out. He said, dating Barbara Streisand is like wearing hot lava. Do you think that's wet, Tom?
I believe that's wet.
It is wet. That's what Agassi said about Barbara Streisand. 29 years his
hot
senior.
lava?
Like wearing hot lava. That's what he said.
I would have never.
Use that as a...
that analogy just
She's a cougar.
escapes me.
Yeah. Anyway, her second husband is James Brolin.
Okay,
You remember
yeah,
him?
Yeah.
And of course, he's got a son, Josh Brolin, who's,
He's
pretty
a singer,
big now.
isn't he?
No, he's an actor.
No,
he
an
was
actor.
in Men in Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that.
He played the young Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer.
He's from over by St. Louis. I
He
think.
is. He graduated from Berkeley High over in St. Louis. He's 56 today. His real name is Cedric Antonio Kiles.
Okay.
American actor, stand-up comic, best known for co-starring with Steve Harvey in the WB sitcom The Steve Harvey Show, and also as the original king of comedy, and for starring with...
Oh, that wasn't a king of comedy. It was the Kangs of comedy.
Kangs of comedy.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
That is hilarious.
In 2018, he was honored by having a street renamed after him in St. Louis. It is Cedric the Entertainer Way. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, Mark McGuire, I think they took Mark McGuire's away from him, if I'm not mistaken. In 2020, Cedric suggested that Bill Gates may have been responsible for causing COVID-19.
Okay. The confusion continues.
This is April 24th. On this date, in 1898, Spain declared war on the United States. What did we call that?
The Spanish-American
Spanish
War.
American.
Pretty easy, huh? I'm not stumping you on a Friday morning.
No, you are not.
A little history
Even
lesson.
as confused as we are this morning.
1952, Raymond Burr made his TV acting debut. He later did, of course, Perry Mason.
Perry Mason, yeah.
And
Then
Ironside.
Ironside.
Yeah.
1953, Winston
He was really
Churchill.
typecast as a lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
1953. Ironside wasn't a lawyer.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
No, he was a cop, wasn't he?
He's a detective of some
Yeah,
like
I
a
think so.
PI.
All right, well,
1953, Winston Churchill knighted by Queen Elizabeth.
I'll find out now.
took her that long?
It did.
Okay.
1961, Sandy Koufax of the L.A. Dodgers, probably a game called by Vin Scully.
Yeah.
He struck out 18 batters in a game. Sandy Koufax did. 1961, President Kennedy accepted sole responsibility for the Bay of Pigs. 2000, ABC TV aired the TV movie The Three Stooges. It wasn't that good.
No, it's very forgettable.
In 1959, in music history, Your Hit Parade aired for the last time. The show had been on since 1935. 1961, this date, Bob Dylan earned a $50 session fee for playing harmonica on Harry Belafonte's Midnight Special. $50.
$50? Yeah, $50.
50 bucks at
man.
50 bucks.
1980. Here you go. 1984. Jerry Lee Lewis married his sixth wife, Carrie McCarver.
Yeah.
Okay. Be ready. Be ready
How
for
old
it.
was she?
He was 70. Oh, no. They were only married for 77 days. This is his sixth wife. 27 years her senior.
Geezer alert. Geezer alert.
That's right. They had one child in that 77 days. How did that happen?
One? Really?
Yeah. He was.
Wow.
He's 84 today.
You think
by
it was
the
a
way.
shotgun wedding?
It sounds like
Could
it.
have been.
He has now number 7. He just keeps moving down the
He
road.
does.
The killer. Oh.
He's going to run out of cousins sooner or later.
Well, I don't know. How big of a family did he have?
1994. Get a load of this now. Think about this for a moment and visualize this. In 1994, Madonna visited the San Antonio Spurs locker room to congratulate the Admiral, David Robinson, on his 71-point performance.
Yeah.
Can you see a basketball team after the game in there in various stages of undress?
Yeah.
Madonna comes in.
They allow female reporters in the locker rooms
Right.
now, so
Great game, David. We got a call?
looks like it. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, when you're talking about the locker room there, I would watch basketball. It's got a pretty funny
Yes. That is a great.
And another thing, Prince Charles was quoted as saying this several years ago at one of his birthday parties, that he wanted to be reincarnated as a deadly virus that would wipe out over 95% of the human population of the world.
Prince Charles.
Yes. Look that up. Check that out.
I will.
And in comment to the lady earlier that was telling us all how to live and march to her drummer, I got to say this. I've never felt more like this than I did when I was here.
All right, thanks for the call.
Nicely done. Before I get out of the bucket of bunk,
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. I want you to both look at me, because this is not a put-on. I got this message from our good, close friend, longtime colleague, Dave Bigrig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reverend Rig. You know, he's been doing sermons on Facebook
Online.
every Sunday morning, live Facebook, Sunday morning. And I've commented about how good
Bringing the message.
he brings the message.
Yep.
Here's this week's sermon title:
Afraid it'll be a spit take.
What Women Want. In a man. In a man. I'm not kidding. I can't wait. You know why he sent it to me? He says, I'm in the sermon.
You're in the sermon.
I'm in the sermon.
All right. Is that because of your matchmaking efforts?
Has he been calling Carol?
Well,
Or maybe he's calling Christy.
Or maybe Elizabeth Hurley?
that too, remember?
Yeah.
We had her
She's
all
looking for
set
a
up.
man.
Yeah.
As soon as this is all over.
Well, I know what women want, and it's not living in Bone Gap. Okay. All right. We'll leave that alone. Dave Big Rig.
We may come back to that later.
Looking for love
That's right.
in all the right places. All right. Well, our question of the day. This was
In all the
your
places
idea,
of Bone
right?
Gap.
Yeah.
Looking for love in all the places of Bone Gap. There's a new song. There's a country song there.
As the train comes through,
Yep.
and Mama's getting out of prison. All right. You came up with this one. I'm laying this one on you.
Okay.
This is the question
So
of the day.
apparently I'm getting blamed. 'Cause
You're gonna.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you are. Have you noticed I do that quickly?
You do. He throws
Yes,
blame
yes.
around
I
like, you know.
This is the Carnaby Square question of the day. And of course, Carnaby Square is
The
the fashion leader.
That's right.
in
Keeping
downtown.
men out of the doghouse for over 30 years.
At least this one.
Almost 40.
Yeah. By the way, you did get 2,600 people look at this question.
Really?
Yeah. The Carnaby Square question of the day is: What's your most useless talent?
In this day and age? That's something you may need to know.
We'll be back.
You have plenty of time to practice.
Talk
here
about
next month.
that and maybe some more about Reverend Rig after this time out.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Hey parents, ever find yourself digging for money to send with your kids but figure out you're out of cash? We're introducing the F&B Easy Card. It's a debit card that can help teach the responsibility of managing money and be easily managed with your own banking errands. The best part? You can set custom daily limits like $10 a day and use online and mobile banking to transfer between this account and any other F&B checking account you own. Interested in learning more? Give us a call for details at 842-2107. F&B, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Double D, and you can tune in to my show Afternoons with the Double D on 104.9 WFIW and WFIWradio.com from 1 to 4. Two businesses that are sponsors are A&D Auto Parts on West Main Street in Fairfield and Albion Auto Parts, located on East Walnut Street in Albion. If you're searching for car parts, they have them in stock. The phone number for A&D Auto Parts is 618-842-7588. Albion Auto Parts can be reached at 618-445-3011.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Nixon told us,
"After 5 years of Americans going into Vietnam, we are finally bringing American men home"?
300,000 people held another Vietnam moratorium day in the Capitol. Pete Conrad and Alan Bean became the second crew to land on the moon.
There it is! Son of a gun, right down the middle of the road! He's got it made. Come on in there. Contact light. Roger, copy contact.
Harmon Killebrew and Willie McCovey were picked as baseball's MVPs. Sesame Street debuted on the tube, and this is what the new music sounded like.
Come together, yesterday, down on the corner, backfield in motion, in Cherry Park. I'm leaving on a jet plane, the friendship train. So take a letter, Maria. Last coming hot, your heart, girl.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The modern take on nicotine has arrived. Say hello to Velo hassle-free nicotine pouches. It's a game changer made for game changers. Whether you're grinding in the boardroom or from your basement, producing a podcast or prepping a photo shoot, writing code or commanding a crowd, whatever your hustle is, Velo's ready. Visit Velo.com now to find your retailer. Website restricted to age 21 plus tobacco consumers. Underage sale prohibited.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Ace, we always have been and always will be committed to our local communities because we're here to help others. So in this time of need, your local Ace remains open. And since we're in your neighborhood, we can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for the home or yard products you're looking for. And choose from top brands like Steel, Ego, Toro, and Scotts. Then you can pick up in-store, curbside, or we'll deliver your order right to your door. Help is just around the block. See acehardware.com for details.
November 1969.
Steam and Nana, Hey Hey, Kiss 'Em Goodbye. The top song of November 1969. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Don't infect. Wash your hands. To stop the spread of infectious diseases, we all need to do our part. Wash your hands after coughing or sneezing, using the bathroom, and before and after preparing or eating food. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. If you don't have soap and water available, use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Washing your hands gets rid of germs and helps prevent them from spreading. Do your part. Wash your hands thoroughly and often. Sponsored by the Wayne County Health Department. Find them online and on Facebook.
What is hope? Hope to me was just that he would get to come home. I had no idea how hard it would be once he got back.
I wish she'd stop drinking so much. She thinks it's helping, but it's not. I hope she sees that soon.
I act like I don't care if he comes to my games, but I hope he does.
I used to hope he'd find happiness again. Now I hope our marriage makes it.
I hope Grandpa will get help. He thinks it's too late, but it's not.
With everything that he's going through, I hope he sees a counselor. I just want my brother back.
I hoped he'd get help. Stop hoping things would get better on their own. He told me to stop asking. I didn't. Then one day he asked for a ride.
Hope is knowing there are other families just like yours, that the veterans they love got help and recovered. Go to maketheconnection.net and turn hope into action.
Stay at home in style. Carnaby's curbside pickup is here for you. They have carefully shopped the best boutique brands. See something you like on their Facebook page, window, or need a gift? Your personal fashion stylist at Carnaby Square can help. Call ahead and they will have your item bagged on approval. It's like their dressing room in the privacy of your home. Let's call it no contact shopping. Carnaby is delivering and shipping your items too. For 39 years, Carnaby has helped with your life's important date, Easters, birthdays, anniversaries. They still can wrap up a gift for that special someone. Stronger together.
Back on Morning Coffee, we've had a flurry of phone calls from women suggesting that maybe they can do a counterpoint to Reverend Riggs' Sunday sermon.
What women want.
What women want. And they made it sound like they could do it in a lot less time. Their message could be done in
3 words?
More than that, 15 seconds. What women want in a man is what Dave Riggs' sermon. We have to talk more about that, but we have. So, where were you going with this? I need to know what was in your mind when you suggested the Carnaby Square question of the day. What is your most useless talent?
Just something for somebody to talk about, not think about other things that are going on in the world.
That's what our job is here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's what we try to do every morning. We try to do something. Unless you haven't noticed, we try to talk about almost anything but important stuff.
Yeah.
And we want it to be a distraction from the stuff that you will hear on this station in the newscasts. And, how about you? You got one? You got some sort of talent that's totally useless?
I can juggle.
You can?
Yes.
How many?
3.
3. Well, you can.
2 balls in one
entertain.
hand. 2 balls in one hand, or 3.
You can. I mean, you can entertain it. Like a
children's parties.
So there's some value to that.
What's great is you
can't make much coin doing that.
Once you learn how to juggle, you look for 3 items places you go, and you go into like a shopping center and there are 3 balls there. You start to juggle. Well, see, I can still do it. And then
When did you start doing this?
High school. I
juggled a lot of things in high school myself.
I actually learned how to juggle by watching MASH.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Do you ever juggle
Hawkeye
on a
Pierce.
unicycle?
Huh?
Do you ever juggle on a unicycle?
No, I have not mastered the unicycle.
All right.
How about you?
I don't have many useless talents, but one is I can chew gum and walk at the same time. I can do this. No. Yes. No.
Can you rub your stomach and?
Yeah,
I can't do that.
And pat your head.
But I can do this.
That's pretty good. You got to be watching on YouTube to be able to get a good handle on this.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
Mark says, not this Mark, but another Mark says, sports knowledge is a useless talent that he possesses. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong at all. Kristen says, nothing. Talents are a work of God, so everyone's talents wouldn't be the same. Every talent is unique.
But is it useful?
No.
Okay.
There are talents that are not
useful. Talents
useful.
are unique, but there are talents that are useless.
Mike says he can do nothing for hours at a time. Okay. I think we've all learned how to do that. Haven't you?
Yeah.
Crystal says, I can wiggle my middle finger, toe, and my right foot without moving my other toes.
She can wiggle the middle toe on her right foot without moving the other toes, is what she's saying. How do you find out that you can do that?
Well, I don't know. You have to take the shoe off, and I don't want you to do that here. I mean, we've already let everybody know just what a disaster our bathroom is. We were talking about what was it? Prehistoric poop yesterday?
Yeah, the paleo
poop. Yeah.
And the fecal finder.
There's a little part of Gil Wallace back in that corner, I guarantee it. Mary says, making a fool of myself. And Tommy says, being artistic. See, that's the thing. We've got some people here. Gordy's really good. He's got a talent.
Yeah.
And he uses it.
But
He does it as a gift.
I wouldn't call that useless.
No, that's not useless.
Yeah.
No, I
'Cause
think
it brings a smile to people's
It does.
face.
That's right.
So I wouldn't. But we had a lot of people look at this. Very few people participated.
Maybe there aren't a lot of talented people.
I think the winner here is Crystal, though.
Talented, uselessly talented people.
Yeah,
I think
the,
so.
The middle finger
or the middle
toe,
middle
on
finger
my
toe of her right foot.
Without moving
Let's see.
her other toes.
See now, if we had Brogan in here, she could turn her hands inside out.
What?
Turn her hands inside out?
No. Her because her ligaments are so loose.
Right.
She can put her hand like this,
Yes.
palm up.
Yeah.
But her fingers will point down.
Oh. Mercy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
I imagine.
And useless.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking about older men. We were talking, first of all, about Dave Riggs' sermon coming up on Sunday. Once again, on Facebook, friend Dave Rigg, so you can see his sermon this Sunday.
What women want.
In a man.
Oh, in a man.
Well, I think...
in a man.
Yeah. I think you could comma right after. What women want,
comma,
in a man. Mm-hmm. Richard Gere, you know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Richard Gere and his wife, Alejandra is her name. They just welcomed their second child together. Followers are now pushing out their opinion on the couple deciding to have a third child. Get a load of this. Richard Gere is 70 years old. His wife is 37.
Geezer alert. Geezer alert.
What could you possibly have in common with somebody besides the fact they like to have kids together? I mean, I could see that. But what would you have in common with somebody that much younger than you? And if you're 70, it's sort of like you're not going to see these kids graduate from high school.
I don't see him changing a lot of diapers.
No. Remember, what was he? He was an American Gigolo, wasn't he?
That was like his first big break, American Gigolo.
Where he had the gravity boots. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
He would wear the boots, and he'd hang them, and then he would hang upside down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, those. I don't remember seeing him in them, but I remember those.
Did not see American Gigolo. Didn't seem like my kind of
either.
film.
He's got a 20-year-old son by the name of Homer with his second wife. Pretty creative name. Carrie Lovell is the actress. Wasn't she in Law and Order?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Anyway, and he had a marriage, of course, with Cindy Crawford.
Yes.
I didn't know Richard Gere was married to Cindy Crawford.
Only lasted 4 years.
Okay.
And
she's from she's a DeKalb Barb, you know.
A what?
DeKalb Barb.
What's that?
She's from
She's
DeKalb,
from
Illinois.
DeKalb.
Cindy
Their
Crawford?
high school is
Yes.
the Barbs. It's her nickname.
The DeKalb
Barbs.
What does that mean?
Barbed wire. Barbed wire.
You're kidding me.
No.
I've never heard that before. How could I be in Illinois all this time and not have ever heard that? That's unique.
That is unique.
It's not the
'Cause
corn jerkers, but it's unique.
Wasn't barbed wire invented in the DeKalb area? Something like that. Or they used to make it there or something. But it was the DeKalb Barbs.
Son of a gun.
It may not be anymore, but it was for years.
You'll remember when we were asked here a month or two ago who we would say we thought was an attractive, fetching woman.
Yeah. Yes.
That I mentioned Cindy Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
And that scored that scored a new top at Carnaby Square.
Yeah.
For my wife, and Christy sold it. So I'm not going to say that again. Oh, that's Cindy Crawford. What an unattractive woman.
That mole on her face, why doesn't she get that looked at?
Yeah, you got to get that mole taken off. Come on. An Iowa family is going...
Well, she can do it now because they're allowing elective surgeries again in Illinois. So,
Why don't you come on out here to Fairfield Memorial and see if Dr. Molt take that...
I bet they could.
Take that mole off. Dr. Molt would do that.
Yeah.
He'd do that easy.
Yeah.
He could do that with one hand tied behind his back.
And you never know.
And
she takes that mole off, she may be ugly as sin.
No, I don't think so. I think she'd look pretty good under the mole.
Okay.
But I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
And he could take her gallbladder out at the same time.
He could do that at the same
Notice
time.
what I'm doing here, Tom? I'm trying to draw Amy.
It's not that hard.
Oh, you almost bit.
I came close.
You almost bit.
Iowa family is going to go big with board games during the quarantine. 3 siblings have a giant Monopoly board of sidewalk chalk that circles around the neighborhood. It took 4 hours to build it.
Man.
Pretty good, huh?
You heard about Tom Brady, right? I talked about it during
Is he
sports
confused or something? I mean, is there
He
something
may have
going
been
on
hit
there?
in the head a couple of times.
He's taken some blows to the head.
Well,
Can you imagine looking up and seeing Tom Brady in your house?
Okay, listen to this, all right? He was going over to Byron Leftwich's house, who's the offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He was going over there to hang out, and he, I don't know if he just didn't know what was going on, but anyway, he just walked right into David Kramer's house, who's the next-door neighbor to Byron Leftwich, all right? Now, Brady forgets where he is and walks in there.
Right.
Kramer looks at Brady and then lets him leave without getting a picture or an autograph.
He's clearly recognizable as Tom Brady, right?
Well, yeah.
Or calling police.
What are you doing in my house?
Well,
He's
I'm,
easily
looking for Byron, my offensive coordinator.
Wrong house, Tom.
Well, both houses probably had Buccaneer flags on them.
He got arrested not that long ago.
That always reminds me of the joke.
What's that?
What does a pirate say when his ear gets cut off?
Is this clean?
Where's my ear? Buccaneer.
Where's my Buccaneer? How much does it cost to get your pirate to get his ear pierced? A Buccaneer.
Here's the thing.
We tell that joke normally on September 19th.
Why?
Because it's
Talk like a pirate day.
Oh. You know, you need to get out unless you can't get out.
That's true. And I'm going to get out unless I can't get out.
Did you see where Jim Baker is back in the news?
The PTL guy.
Yeah.
Televangelist Jim Baker.
Mm-hmm.
You remember he was accused of selling on his TV show, which is on several cable channels, I guess. He's got a studio in Branson, Missouri.
Right.
And besides selling end-of-time buckets of food.
Survivalist.
Yeah.
If
it's in
a
times,
5-gallon bucket of beans.
Yeah. If it's in times, who needs a bucket of food? Okay, you're gonna. Right. Okay, but anyway, but he's been selling those. He now is in trouble because he was selling a fake cure for the virus.
Jim Baker?
Yes,
No.
It's hard to believe. I know.
Yeah, but you had to buy one of his end of times buckets.
You have to send cash or checks to him now because he says he might have to file for bankruptcy. He called it the Silver Solution. That's what the pills were, or whatever it was. State of Missouri sued him immediately. Now New York's Attorney General says he's suing him. You know, he's remarried. Baker is. Lori Baker now. It used to be Tammy Faye, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Tammy's no longer with us.
She went on to her reward. Well, she divorced him after he went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And then she married the guy that built his, Heritage USA.
Right.
Roe Messner. And then she passed on. Anyway, she said, this is Baker on his show with his wife now, co-host, Lori Baker, quote, SOS. Save our station. Save our ship. Help us stay on the air.
So we don't become SOL.
We need a miracle. Send us money. They're already bleeding us to death, and now we're going to have to pay lawyers that will bleed.
Oh, I hate it when you have to pay lawyers.
Yeah. You know.
How does this guy keep on? How does he stay on the air? Who would give him the chance to be on the air?
Exactly.
I mean, you have to be watching for entertainment value, but nothing else.
You'd have to be in a hole for the past 30 years, 50 years, to not realize that if he walked in, you know, my name is Jim Baker. And
I know who he is.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the whole PTL scandal was that in the weeks following them leaving,
they had the auction,
the whole thing. There was always on the news because I was just starting radio then, and that was the countdown to how much money they had. Jim and Tammy Faye only have $242,000 in their bank account. Really?
Oh, they got that much?
Maybe
they don't need my help.
Move to Fairfield, live pretty good on that.
Yeah, you sure could. So you got some?
I do. I have trivia.
Oh, okay. Let me do one other thing.
All right.
Okay.
There's a new book out. The book is done by Limp Bizkit singer Fred Durst.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Limp Bizkit is
is a band.
Rock band. Mm-hmm. He claims. I mean, we were talking the other day.
Bizkit is not spelled like you and I would spell
Biskit.
That's right.
Bizkit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's no BIS. There's an S.
Oh, it
There's
is an S.
yeah,
Okay.
according to this. Anyway, he invited Eddie Van Halen over. Remember we talking about Eddie had a little problem. It was his wife's birthday yesterday, Valerie Bertinelli.
Right.
Yeah.
And she said she left him
Also,
because of
very
cocaine
fetching.
and stuff. Very fetching. Yes. Very not so fetching as that I would say anything that would make me have to go to Carnegie Square.
Not as fetching as.
No. Cindy Crawford's
Cindy
got
Crawford.
her. You know what Valerie Bertinelli needs? She needs a mole. She needs Dr. Mole to put a mole on her face right there.
Maybe when he takes it off Cindy, he could put it on
her.
Yeah, that's true. Just transplant it.
Can
you transplant a mole?
A mole transplant
I wonder if
surgery.
you can do
If
that.
anybody can do it, it'd be Dr. Molt.
Molenectomy.
Dr. Molt can do it.
Okay.
He's also known as Dr. Mole. I don't know if you know that, but he can do it.
And a molenectomy.
He went over and did. He went to Durst's house to do a session to be recorded as a session. His guitar skills.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. When he left, he got mad. He left. He left his guitar and all of his stuff at Durst's house. So he comes back the next day. He drives onto the lawn.
He's got part of his tongue missing, so he couldn't call him and
No,
say,
no.
you know,
So he pulls up in front with his vehicle, and he goes in, and he puts a revolver to Durst's head and said, "Where's my stuff?" Made Durst load it in the vehicle and drove away.
Oh, man.
You wonder why Eddie's got problem. This is what women want right here. Dave, that should be what you...
Maybe that's when Valerie said, maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right.
We got to do this on the way out. Go ahead.
We do. We have 50s, 60s, and 70s sitcom trivia.
Oh, that's
today.
good. That's good. Go ahead.
Right. Number one, who said you're never too old to do goofy stuff?
Never too old to do goofy stuff.
Uh-huh.
What
is Andy Taylor's favorite dish?
No.
Number three, what are the names of the Taylor's... what is the name of the Taylor's English butler in the later episodes of the Andy Griffith Show?
Okay, you got it. Good.
All right. Number four, who came to WKRP from a radio station in Nolens?
Know that.
Nolens. Okay. All right. I think I know that.
Number five, what was Max's agent number on Get Smart?
I know that. Mm-hmm.
Number six, who is WKRP's main competition?
I know that.
Yeah. Number seven, who plays the Joker in Batman?
who plays the Joker.
Adam West Batman?
Yeah, Adam West Batman.
Oh, I know that
TV
one.
series.
I know that
Batman,
one. Okay.
Okay. Number 8. Who was Alice's boyfriend in the Brady Bunch?
Alice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold up. Right.
Number 9. Where did Alice work in the sitcom Alice?
Okay.
Okay.
And
From the
number
movie
10.
Alice doesn't work here anymore.
What was Fonzie's job on Happy Days?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's not bad. I'll tell you what we're going to do. If you are our fourth caller, we'll be more than happy to give you compliments of Gordy Toombs. We'll give you a $10 gift certificate to Save-A-Lot. You can go there and buy whatever you want to buy. How's that sound?
Caller 4-842-3715.
Come in to Uniquely Rustique for all your springtime needs. The store has many items to brighten up your space this season, including garden plaques and wall hangings. Don't forget that Memorial Day season is already here. At Uniquely Rustique, they have plenty of cemetery baskets, saddles, and sides to meet your needs and can make items upon request. Drop in from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday or 9 to 3 on Saturday to see what's available. Call 842-3544 or message them on Facebook or check out their website at uniquelyrustique.com.
Remember this?
Oh, yeah! David Freese has just sent us into game number 7.
Relive the 2011 Cardinal season one more time.
They came from nowhere.
Hear every pitch, every hit of every game of Cardinals baseball from August 25th against the Pirates through Game 7 of the 2011 World Series.
One of the happiest moments in Cardinal history.
The 2011 Cardinals World Series replay every day on WOKZ 105.9, your Cardinal connection.
During this troubling time, we at the CRHBC Fairfield Community Health Center, along with the CRHBC Albion Community Health Center, want you to know that we are open and ready to serve you. To keep patients safe and healthy, our clinic is making every effort to see well patients in the morning and sick patients in the afternoon. Are you unable to come in? Not a problem. We can offer virtual visits by telephone or through our telehealth network. Call us today at 1-800-408-7351.
Stay at home in style. Carnaby's Curbside Pickup is here for you. They have carefully shopped the best boutique brands. See something you like on their Facebook page, window, or need a gift? Your personal fashion stylist at Carnaby Square can help. Call ahead and they will have your item bagged on approval. It's like their dressing room in the privacy of your home. Let's call it no contact shopping. Carnaby is delivering and shipping your items too. For 39 years, Carnaby has helped with your life's important dates, Easters, birthdays, anniversaries. They still can wrap up a gift for that special someone. Stronger together.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the Square in Sisney.
Climb to new heights with the one-year Electrical Distribution Systems program only at Frontier Community College. If you like working outdoors or are interested in becoming an electrical lineman, this is the program for you. Our instructor, Jerry Kinney, will teach students the basic skills required to be an electrical lineman, including safety, pole climbing, equipment operation, transformer theory and operation, hurt man rescue, and much more. Electrical lineman is a great career with excellent benefits. Call Frontier Community College at 842-3711 to speak to an advisor today.
The Greater Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce wants to remind you, local businesses need your support now more than ever. We support local, and now it's your turn to thank them for supporting your local athletes, students, and community. We're all in this together.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast. Partly cloudy today, high 70. 50% chance for rain tonight, low 54. Rain likely tomorrow, high 60. Sunshine 62 on Sunday, and for Sunday, sunshine with the high 70. Overnight low 47, yesterday's high 59. 1.3 inches of rainfall yesterday in Fairfield. Currently, humidity is at 92%. Winds are calm, pressure at 29.85. Right now, partly cloudy skies, 54 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you by Conard Financial Group. We want to thank those folks for staying strong during this coronavirus pandemic. Also, thank you to CSI Insurance, Simply Enough, and Edward Jones, John Reynolds.
Love that. Rod Stewart. And the Faces.
All righty.
104.9 WFIW.
Let's get this trivia on the way. Number one, who said...
Wait a minute.
Joe Boone won, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Boone won, and we got Free Business Friday coming up in just a few moments.
Tom's
About 10 minutes, you can call us and tell us all about your business and what you're doing in this shutdown.
All right. Question number one, who said you're never too old to do goofy stuff?
Steve Allen?
Ward Cleaver.
Ward Cleaver. Well done. The peanut gallery. Jeff Vaughn.
Number two, what is Andy Taylor's favorite dish?
Pot roast.
I would have said that.
Leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb.
Oh, a little mutton.
Yeah. Number three, what was the name of the Taylor's English butler in the later episodes of the Andy Griffith Show?
Malcolm Merriweather.
Yes,
excellent.
It is.
Yes.
Congratulations. Number four, who came to WKRP from a radio station in Nawlins?
Venus Flytrap?
Yep,
Venus
the Midnight Show. Number five, what was Max's agent number on Get Smart?
Agent 86. Yes, and of course his Barbara Feldon was Agent 99.
Number six, who is WKRP's main competition?
Oink.
WPIG.
Yes, sir. Number seven, who plays the Joker in Adam West Batman,
Joker
TV series
was
Batman?
Caesar Romero.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And the Riddler was Frank Gorshin.
Yes.
And Burgess Meredith was the Penguin.
And who
That's
was
right.
the Catwoman?
Julie Newmar. There were three of them,
There were
actually.
three of them.
Yeah.
Lee Merriweather,
Yes.
Julie Newmar, and
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, yeah.
Yes. All right. Number eight, who was Alice's boyfriend on the Brady Bunch?
Sam the Butcher.
Sam the Butcher.
Wow. Or as he's known around the neighborhood, Old Fourfinger.
Number nine, in the TV show Alice, where did Alice work?
She was a diner. She was a waitress, right?
Yes, and she worked with Flo at Mel's Diner.
Kiss my grits.
That's
Kiss my grits.
There you go. And number 10, what was Fonzie's job?
Wasn't he a mechanic?
On Happy Days.
He was a mechanic and later a high school shop teacher.
Yep.
Hey.
Ha-ha.
There you go.
Ha-ha.
Now, get lined up. Tom's the host with the most.
That's right.
And he's coming up here in just a few minutes,
Yep.
right?
Free Business Friday is coming up probably about 5 minutes or so.
And we're going to do it
after the
again
news.
this afternoon with Double D.
From 2 to 3. And then you can hear it again. We're gonna record the shows, and you can hear it again on WFIW AM tonight, starting at 4 o'clock.
And going till 6, so you'll have the 2 hours that you can listen to.
So if you call in this morning, you can hear yourself tonight. That way,
It goes round and around that radio and comes out here.
that way, when you
You can hear yourself tonight, unless you can't hear yourself tonight.
well, that's true.
And don't forget, Sunday morning, What Women Want.
All right.
Reverend Riggs bringing the message on Facebook.
All right. See you Monday.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
You are listening to WFIW 104.9 and WOKZ 105.9, Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. 5 showrooms, pictures and prices at boydfurniture.com, and follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Gyms, salons, and bowling alleys closed by the coronavirus outbreak are among the businesses allowed to reopen today in Georgia. Governor Brian Kemp says employees have to be tested for the virus and maintain distancing guidelines. It's been pointed out that hairstylists, for example, though, can't keep their distance from customers. President Trump says about the decision,
I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagree strongly.
Michigan's Republican-controlled legislature plans votes today, taking away some of Democratic Party Governor Gretchen Whitmer's